Okay, so the first thing we're going to do in here is we're going to push down on that clip that holds that little cover on. We'll get the hook on it, and then we're going to pull it out with the hook so we can gain access to the screw. Okay, now we'll pull off these covers to gain access to the screws that are underneath there. And in this particular case, we're using a screwdriver to pull the covers down. They will not come off. They'll just pull out. They'll still be attached. You leave them hanging there. Don't pull them out of the way because you'll break off the other part of it. We'll do the same thing on the bottom to gain access to that screw. And you can either use a Phillips head screwdriver or a flathead screwdriver or a scribe like this to get behind it and pull the cover down. And then we'll remove the two screws that hold this piece in place. Okay, now we have one more screw down inside here. We're going to take our scribe and we're going to hook onto that little plastic piece, and we're going to pull that up and out of the way so we can gain access to the screw, the Phillips head screw that's down below. Let me show you where it's located. And then we're going to come in here with our screwdriver, unscrew it, and we're going to take it out, and then this door panel should be ready to come off. Okay, now at this point you want to go underneath the bottom of the door, whether you use a screwdriver or you use a tool to pull the door panel out. You just pull it out, the little plastic clips will pop out, and then you can grab the door panel and move it up and out of the way. We do have to take this cover off on the side right here. I know it's a little out of frame, but that cover, you just put the screwdriver under it, you pry it slightly, and the little plastic clips right here will pop right out, and then you can take that panel off and pull the door away. Okay, now as we have access to the inside, we're going to take this little clip out on the top right here so we can remove the plastic that covers the actuator location. We'll pull it back and out of the way. You want to be careful because this glue can really make a mess. Next thing we'll do is we'll go up on the side of the plug that plugs into the actuator itself, and we're going to push the little clip in sideways and pull it up and out of the way. Okay, so take the screws out of the way here. Got your last screw right here in the door. Yeah, what we're going to do is go inside the door and we're going to disconnect right up in here. You see that blue rod, that blue clip on there? You just pry that little clip over. I don't know if you can see that up on top right here. You pry it over and you just pull this rod out. Let me put the camera down. It's a little bit of a tight fit up there, but once you have the clip off, you just got to pry the rod out. All right, next thing we're going to do is we're going to take that screw out that holds the channel that the window runs up and down in. We're just going to remove the screw. It's a 10mm screw. And then we'll take the channel, just move it slightly to the one side so we can remove the lock assembly and take it out. And then we can put our new lock assembly back in, and then we'll reattach the channel. What happened is this little piece here got hooked up in the top there, so we needed to get this out from behind the channel. So by taking that channel and moving it a little bit, the channel is here, you can just come around it like that and then out. All right, now we're going to switch over these cables on here. Okay, now that we got the locks over here on the workbench, we have to switch these cables over here into the new lock, which is over here. So we're going to take out these screws around here, and we're going to take this cover right off, and we'll switch it over. Take that and relocate it off to the side for now. And then what we're going to do is right inside here, we're going to take off this clip right here, and then we're going to pull this out. So you just pry that clip like that down. Pry that clip down like that. Take this out. And this piece here, you're just going to pry it up ever so slightly, and it pops right out. Obviously, you have to put it in the same hole. This one here, you do the same thing. You just go underneath it here with a screwdriver, and you just pry it up until it pops out. And this one, you just take it to pull it out like this. Just get this out of the way. And we're going to put this back in this way here. And then we'll put that back where it belongs here. And you'll hear it snap in. This one here, we're just going to put it up here. Put it in where it belongs. Push it in and you snap that clip over. And you lock it back in place. And then we're going to put this back there. And then we're going to put our cover back on. Alright, let's take it back over and we're going to put it in the car. I'm just going to take this off with a razor blade and we're going to try to reinstall it over there. Together. So let's get back over to the car and I'll show you how to put it back together. Remember how we took it off? We got to have this piece facing to the top now because we have to put this clip back into the top right here. Remember this rod here that we took out? We're going to put it back in there and then lock that clip back down. The clip is going just like this here, right? I'll show you what I do there now. But you see that blue clip down in there? Right? Right by the tip of the light right there. You slide this rod here back through there and you clip it in place. I see you can see it this way better. Yeah, you can see it pretty good like that. Alright, you clip that rod back in place, and now once you have that tight in there and clipped in, now you can tighten up everything on the lock itself, all of the bolts. You got to plug back in the electrical connector, and that's it. We should be all set. So yeah. Everything is perfect. So now we're going to put the inside back together and button it up. That's it. We're all set. All right. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.